Newton's third law says that for every action, there are equal and opposite reaction. So the most common is that there's a wall or some type of barrier, and you apply a force to it. Now the force that you apply to it is going to be equivalent, but opposite in direction, to the force backwards that you feel from the object. That's a more common option. So whatever you do to something, you get back because every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Now the other way to think about this is in terms of systems and forces that are working separately but also together. So if you have an object like that, and a force is applied to it in the positive direction this way, say a force of a push or a pull, if that object is going to experience another force directly opposite the one that is being applied in the same exact size, what that means is that those two forces are equal to each other. And if those two forces are equal to each other, that means that you have a net force in that current system of 0 because they are equal and opposite. So a net force of 0 means two things. Either your object is not moving, because if you have no acceleration, that means that you likely have no displacement, but not necessarily true. Or your object is moving at a constant velocity. Those are your two choices. So a 0 acceleration means that you're not moving or you have a constant velocity, because the net force of 0 means that you have an acceleration of 0 as well. Okay, so these two conditions fall under two different things. If you're not moving, this is a case of static equilibrium. If you're moving with a constant velocity, this is translational equilibrium. And what that means, translational equilibrium, you're moving with constant velocity, static, you're not. So a situation could occur where if you have two forces that are acting on it at the same time, what happens is your object will move at a constant velocity, because the two things acting together do not always stop movement. What they do is often result in a constant velocity.